Carl XY is an American science fiction television series produced by ABC Family. The central character is a teenage boy who awakens naked in a forest outside Seattle, Washington, with no more knowledge or abilities than a newborn and no belly button. He is taken in by a family and given the name Kyle. The series follows Kyle as he tries to solve the puzzles of who he is and why he has no memory before that day. Although set in present-day Seattle, the series was filmed in the Vancouver, British Columbia, area. The show premiered June 26, 2006, on the ABC Family cable channel. Episodes were also broadcast on the ABC network the first season, but only for part of the second season, after which it could only be seen on ABC Family. After the 10-episode debut season on ABC Family during summer 2006, news reported a total of 23 new episodes were ordered for the second season, which started on June 11, 2007, with rebroadcasts on ABC beginning on June 15, 2007. The second Sony Euro unregistered trademark S13th episode, Leap of Faith, aired on Monday, September 3, 2007. The remaining 10 began airing on January 12, 2008. The German version was aired December 8, 2007. The show started its second season in the UK on Monday, September 3, 2007, and on April 5, the first season was broadcast in France on M6. On October 5, 2007, TV Guide reported that ABC Family had renewed Carl XY for a third season of 10 episodes, which began airing on January 12, 2009. On January 31, 2009, ABC Family announced that Carl XY would not return for a fourth season. The season finale of the show aired on Monday, March 16, 2009, at 9:08 on ABC Family, leaving several unresolved dramatic cliffhangers. Following the last episode, writer Julie Plec revealed what had been planned for further seasons. She also noted that the Season 3 DVD would contain a mini wrap-up feature for the series. The wrap-up is called Carl XY, Future Revealed, with the writers and actors explaining their plans for future episodes and what would have ultimately happened in the series. Season 1, a boy awakens in the woods, naked and covered in pink goo. He is completely innocent even though his mind works at a mile a minute. When he wanders into the nearby city he is detained by police and sent to a juvenile detention center as a John Doe. A psychologist is sent for by the center to deal with his extensive amnesia and she becomes his foster mother. With the boy's assistance they decide a name for him, Kyle. He is brought to the Trager's home to settle in, gaining an entire family and learning to speak. As the summer progresses he begins to learn how to function in society and shows enhanced physicality, senses and intellect. Repressed memories begin to seep through and when he sees or remembers anything of import to him he makes a picture of nearly snapshot quality with pointillism. Of particular interest is a neighbor girl who becomes his first crush. He isn't very sure of how to act with her having seen the relationship attempts and fumbles of his foster siblings. When school begins he has difficulty on the first day but soon makes a place for himself in spite of a negative vice principal. He continues to have run-ins with a creepy security guard who has the family under surveillance, Tom Foss. Eventually he learns that Foss is trying to protect him from a murky past involving a highly secretive company and a grad student who has been missing for over 20 years. After Kyle and Foss rescue each other in an assassination attempt by ZZYZX he leaves with a supposed birth family, Julia and David Peterson, and is brought to see the reclusive Balin. Cast and characters. Main cast, Matt Dallas as Kyle Trager, Marguerite McIntyre as Nicole Trager, Bruce Thomas as Stephen Trager, April Matson as Laurie Trager, Jean-Luc Bilodeau as Josh Trager, Chris Olivero as Declan McDonough, Kirsten Prout as Amanda Bloom, Jamie Alexander as Jesse Hollander, recurring cast, Keelan Simmons as Hilary Shepard, Nicholas Lee as Tom Foss, Terrell Rothery as Carol Bloom, Corey Monteith as Charlie Tanner, J. Eddie Peck as Adam Balin, Sarah Jane Redmond as Rebecca Thatcher, Andrew Jackson as Cyrus Reynolds, Bill Dow as Professor William Kern, Kurt Max Runt as Detective Jason Breen, Magda Apanowicz as Andy Jensen. Martin Cummins as Brian Taylor, Ali Sheedy as Sarah Emerson, Leah Cairns as Emily Hollander, Conrad Coates as Julian Ballantyne, Josh Zuckerman as Mark, Jesse Hutch as Nate Harrison, Hal Ozzen as Michael Cassidy. Ratings: Cull XY was ABC Family Channel a unregistered trademark S highest rated original series from June 2006 to July 2008. The show lost its reign when the series premiere of The Secret Life of the American Teenager brought in 2.8 million viewers. According to the same press release, Cull XY received a household rating of 2.1 and reached 2.6 million viewers. The repeat showing of the first episode on sister broadcast network ABC had more than 5.2 million viewers. Several news sources said low ratings is one of the reasons for the series' cancellation. The third season premiere was 1.5 million total viewers, down 33% from the season 2 opener, and most ABC Family shows significantly outperformed the show. The second episode slid to 1.426 million viewers. Episode list. Awards and nominations. Novels. There are currently 2 novels based on the series, both from author S. G. Wilkins. The first, Cull XY, Nowhere to Hide, concerns Kyle's first Halloween, while the second, Cull XY, Under the Radar, concerns the school's presidential election, with Cull as a candidate. Soundtrack and music. On May 22, 2007, a soundtrack for Cull XY was released. It was released on the same day as the release of the first season. Track listing is as follows: Hide Another Mistake the 88, Nevermind the Phone Calls Early Mart, Surround In-Flight Safety, I'll Write the Song, You Sing For Me Irving, Wonderful Day OAR. Bugbear Climber, Honestly Carey Brothers, So Many Ways Mates of State, Middle of the Night Sherwood, Alibis Marianas Trench, Eat unregistered trademark S Only Life Kate Voegel, 3 a.m. Sean Hayes, Born on the Cusp American Analog Set, Will You Remember Me April Matson, Alley Cat Sherwood. The music supervisor for the show is Chris Muir. Michael Subai wrote the opening theme, and most of the score and cues. Neither the theme nor any of the score appear on the soundtrack CD. Music from Cull XY, home video releases, box sets, DVD, international syndications, alternate reality game. Cull XY as a series also features an alternate reality game where the players are invited to help solve the mystery of who Cull really is. The Marder Corporation website is the game's rabbit hole the introduction to the game universe. By clicking on Our Jobs in the menu, the gamer is taken to an anti-Matter Corp blog, where clues are left for revealing the truth about Kyle. It has been removed since the premiere of Season 2 and the Marder Corporation website has been completely redone to act as a real working website. The game also makes use of the website for a group called the Latnock Society, and a brand new clue tracker room, which is more interactive than the previous one. See also, XY Sex Determination System, DARYL. John Doe, John from Cincinnati. References. External links. Official site, Cull XY at the Internet Movie Database, CullXYOnTV.com, Cull XY on TV Squad, comprehensive list of Cull XY music.